This is Danny with QuadLugs, and we're installing the 4-in-1 ESC. So we have our box quad here, and this is our 4-in-1 ESC. This is our new ESCs that we're starting to use. It's actually going to go inside the box instead of on the bottom like it used to. So comes with the wiring already soldered on. The only thing you'll have to do is solder this plug on. This does not come pre-soldered. So whichever battery you're using and whichever plug that you like or prefer, you'll have to install this or solder this on. I've already put mine on. It's a XT60 and we're ready to go. With the 4-in-1 comes a couple items. Of course, it tells you about it here, and you also will get 2 sets of wiring harnesses to connect your ESC to your flight controller. One has the clips already on, and the other is for soldering onto the controller if you choose to do. We're going to use this one now, and this is a capacitor. We're not going to install that now. We'll get into that later on. You'll notice on here there are some auxiliary pads here. So with the pads you can furnish auxiliary power out 5 volts or 12 volts. We'll get into that later. Okay, so we're going to put this plug in. And if you notice, there's only one way this will go in, so don't try to force it, but it has little tabs here too that matches here, and there's only one way to put it in. So don't force it, it should go in pretty easy. And a good way to tell is that if you'll notice the pins are toward one side, either this side or that side, and they're toward that side. And if you'll see the holes here that the pins fit in, it's toward this side and not the other. So it's going to go in like this. And then you want to go ahead and push it in. Okay, and you'll tell that it's all the way in. And this is how it should look. So on the 4-in-1 ESC, it's listed as ESC 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to install it just like this, and they're not going to match up to the motors, and we'll go over that in a minute, but we'll correct that here, so no big worry. Okay, so we're ready to install that. This comes with the ESC, comes with our kit, or if you buy the ESC separate, it will come with these items here. The nylon screws are like 28 millimeters, and the spacers, also nylon, are like 4 millimeters. So anyway, that comes with it, and the washers. So we'll go ahead and put a washer on each one, and we'll go ahead and put here. Okay, these holes here are for our old way of mounting the ESC, which was here in this location. We're going to have these cut into the box for maybe 6 to 8 months more. Then these are going to wind up going away, and you'll only have these for installing. So for right now, you'll have the option to go either way. So let's go ahead and open it up. We've already installed our motors in a previous video. And this is how this is going to be installed. Now before we put it in, just so we can see, this is going to be motor number 1, 2, 3, 4. With this particular controller that we're using a CC3D. Now depending on which controller you use, if you're going to use a different type of controller, that would maybe change, but for us now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when you put this in, it's going to go in just like this. And this is going to be ESC 4. And we're going to write this down. So motor number 1 is going to be going to ESC 4. So we're going to put motor ESC. Motor 1 to ESC 4. Now you can put this anywhere as you want. I just like putting it here, easy to get to. Motor number 2 is going to be going to ESC 2. Motor number 3 is going to be going to ESC number 1. Motor number 4 is going to ESC 3. So when we go to hook up the controller, this is what we're going to use on where you know, the ESC is going to be mounted, or how they're going to be connected. Okay, we're ready to install our spacers, our nylon spacers. They're like 4 millimeters long. But first we're going to put the washers on. All of our screws are M3s. Okay, we'll put the spacers. Now we're ready for the ESC. And we're going to slide on the ESC. We'll put the other spacer on top. And on top of this, our controller is going to go there. And we'll go ahead and install the wires into the holes going to each motor. Let me move these out of the way. So we're going to go ahead and connect the motors. The wiring doesn't matter which color, just connect any 3 up. And then the controller install and setup, we'll go ahead and check rotation on the motors and change the rotation if we need to at that point. Again, to change rotation, all you have to do is change any 2 wires. Just exchange them. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get these put in. Okay, your ESC is installed. The controller is going to go right on top of this, and that'll be our next video. Okay, we'll see you in the next one.